Okay, hi guys. So this is gonna be my first video. I'm gonna be teaching you guys more about map knowledge and what I do when I play. I'm currently a silver 3. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm the best at the game. Wouldn't say, but I think I kind of know my stuff when I'm playing. So I'm just gonna here just share my knowledge with you, so you guys can maybe rank up. Get better at the game. You never know. So here we go. So this is my first clip over here. This is an ace. So I'm gonna just run down what I did here. So let me just oh, you can see Reina's ace also over here. I clipped this Reina's ace. This ace is pretty nice. It's just they just literally lined up for him. It was really good, and the ace was nice. And afterwards, I also popped an ace over here. So what we do here is that at the start of the round, hold on, let me get to the start of the round real quick, which is like around here. So right now we're just waiting to do rotations and stuff. So we're just doing some of the waiting right now and everything like that. Right now I was in the stage of like trying out my crosshair, and this is the crosshair I currently use right now, but I changed it to yellow. So what it is a 1-2-2 with outlines on.
Reina's a step.
1-2-2-2-2,
Reina
1-2-2-2-2, inner lines with outlines on. Yellow color. It's pretty good. Okay.
Reina's actually
So this is an ace because the sage res, but still. Okay, so this is what we do. So at the start of the round, I was kind of like just moping around. I was mainly holding B down. That wasn't a really good hold though, but yeah, I was just trying to hold B down. And then first of all, how I made the decision that I come over to A is because Reina makes contact with the first person at sewers in A. Sewers in A is right here, like if you can see on this edge over here. This is like sewers, like over where Phoenix is right now. Yeah, that's sewers, and we can see the spike drop here, so we definitely know that they have to come here to like get back the spike. So we all crowd around here so that we stop them from getting back the spike and planting. So from here on, I just see all this. I smoke this part off because I'm gonna go enter sewers because I know the spike is at sewers, so they'll probably all try and go sewers. So I just smoke off main so they don't flank me from main. And here I see, because you can hear when enemies are spotted from the character will say when enemies are spotted. So from that, I make my rotation over to the sewers, and I see that there's 2 enemies over here. So I just ate the Phoenix a bit because Phoenix looks like he's in a bit of a trouble, so I just help him out. And then I try to wallbangs because these walls are wallbangable over here. So because I see the stage over here, I try to wallbang him, but I just stopped there because like I didn't want to over push my luck. And right here I just reload because I'm on 13 bullets left. I don't really want to do another full spray and run out of bullets, so I reload here. And I basically wait again because I know like the spike is still there from the minimap. You can see the spike still there. So yeah, I just wait again. And there's another guy. Yeah, you can see him picking up the spike right here, and then it's another spike drop, so that's good. So we basically know that the spike is at sewers, we have to cover sewers, and yeah. So my friend is over here. He's also holding it with me, which is good. And then we're just holding it,
I just
waiting.
tapped out my game.
Just waiting. And after that, you see this bar over here. From this bar, you can kind of indicate where the enemy is and how close they are. So when the bar is this big, you can usually tell it's quite close, and it also tells you the direction the person got killed in, the general direction. So from there, I made the deduction that there's a guy over there. And okay, because my teammate died, so I made the deduction that there's someone over there. So I flip my head over, and yeah, there he is. Okay, and I just make a simple shot because I know from the kill feed that he's using a ghost, so I just challenge it because I know straight away that I most likely will have a higher chance of winning.
So the keyboard. Thanks.
So then over here, because I know that the brim came from here, I check A main to make sure there's no one else falling out with the sage. Okay, so right now we're just waiting. And we're just trying to check the corners and everything. Okay, I realized an error in this play right here. So usually what you do is that you shouldn't be looking around, but because we're in unrated, we're kind of just practicing right now. So we're just messing around a bit. So we were just trying to track down this sage right here. What you should do in a competitive is that when there's a spike drop over there, you should always just hold the spike no matter what and just play the time. Yeah, just hold the spike. If you hold the spike down, you should be able to take an easy win. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so I saw a sage wall here, so I know because usually when the sage walls and blocks off your path, right? When she has an ulti, usually she's gonna do a resurrection, which is basically getting another player back into the fight, make it more even in numbers, so that they have a higher chance of winning. So that's what I do essentially. So
Sewers, right?
yeah, okay, I see that there's a wall there, so I think there's gonna be a resurrection, and then I try to come from behind because that part is walled off. So I see. We just check it. And my friend apparently checks in and says there's no one there, so
Probably B.
um, I was a bit confused. So we just went all the way and we went to go track her down. And this is not
Not sure
a
the
very
planted
smart play. You
already.
shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be hunting them down. Just
Yeah,
go
I'm
for the
gonna
spike,
recon
honestly.
back B.
Yeah. Yeah, and my friend basically does a simple recon there because at recon at backside you can see if anyone's camping behind there, because if there's no point in reconning front side because usually you can clear that easily, but backside is the hardest part to clear, so putting a recon
30
there
seconds
is pretty good.
left. You will not
Okay, then after that we see the resurrection here and we are okay. This one we are a bit confused because we had no idea. We thought the sage had totally left with the spike, but turns out she didn't leave the spike because I know I killed that breach previously when I turned on the side itself, on A side itself. So I know that they're definitely on A already. So I go back.
This is
We
the
realized
B.
we made a mistake, so we go all the way back. We run all the way back.
No, I was recon.
And yeah, we check sewers again. I just smoke sewers so that like to make sure that they don't peek us from sewers. Yeah, and we just make a normal A main push. So what you want to do in these angles here is usually what I like to do is I like to swing out so that it's harder for them to shoot you. So when you swing out, it's like it gives them it makes it harder for them to track you down when you're shooting. So you can see here, I just swing outwards. Like you swing like outwards from the thing, and then I see two enemies right here. So I know I gotta make a spray transfer here. But I also know that my teammates at the back, so like even if I die, we should be able to take the easy win. So I go for it.
Oh shit.
That one, the spray control wasn't that good, but like I mean we still managed to take the kills, and that was pretty good.
Oh.
So essentially there's nothing much to that, it's just basically aim. I mean there's really not much thinking to that, just aim.
Wait, just
And here we go, we got the defuse, and that's basically the play. So essentially what you should do next time when you play these kind of maps, especially on Haven where there's so many ways to rotate, because there's like 3 sides for example, it's super difficult to rotate. So you should definitely go to like other places like no, I mean you should definitely hold the spike down and make sure that they don't plant on other places. If not, it make it harder for you to rotate because they'll have advantage on the side. Essentially, yeah. So that's the end of that clip. So let's go on to another clip.
Yay.
Okay, so this clip right here. Okay, so this is what I do. So okay, you don't. This was me trying out Jet. I wasn't really familiar with Jet, so I didn't narrate it. But like, basically what you can do with smokes is you can curve them, which is really useful. So you don't have to peek it to smoke it. This was a bit of a bad smoke. I shouldn't have smoked it. I wanted to smoke a B main, but instead I accidentally smoked here. But that was, yeah. But don't worry, I made up for it for that one. So yeah, we smoked there. Push through the smoke. And then I kind of think that one guy is on B because I think we made contact on B somewhere here. Oh yeah, because Reyna leered here, like over here. Reyna leered it. So I made the conclusion that they're probably pushing B because he leered out mid window. Yeah. So I rotate over to B. And I see my friend on it. I try to smoke B main off and I fail. Yeah, as you can see. And then I smoke it. I think I smoked it. Okay. Okay, this smoke was not bad. This smoke was not bad, but turns out Omen already smoked it. But anyway. Okay, I think my friend knew. Okay, so my friend told me that he knew that there was a Reyna somewhere around here. So that's why he was shock darting it. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, this one was just reactions. It wasn't much to it. Yeah. And yeah. Essentially, my thinking to this is just that because Reyna leered out, you can kind of predict people's movements based on the abilities they use and where they use it. So usually when Sova recons on a certain side, it's because they want to push that side. It may not always be that case, but it could be. You never know. So yeah, you might want to always be cautious wherever the Sova arrow is. It's always really important to look at the minimap where you are. Like the minimap is always the most important part about the game, because like you can see where people make contact with each other, where your teammates make contact with other enemy teammates, right? And from there you can deduce where they're about to push. Yeah, and then you can make decisions from there. So yeah, we get that one kill there. And then after that, what we do here is we just checking, because if one guy push B, we are suspecting like another person push B. So right here, why I go to A side is because there is our Reyna here who pings A main. So I make the assumption that they're pushing A main. So I go for it. And then we make contact right here. So I know it's probably an A push again. And as I'm walking up, you can see we make contact with 2 people over here. And then from there, you can deduce that like there's more than one. You can probably deduce that it's going to be an A push because more than one person pushed at the same time. So yeah. And usually you can see if people are in front of you, if you can use your enemies to kind of check. If there's an enemy spotted here, you know there's an enemy somewhere close by. So yeah. So what I do here is that like I check the corners, because what happens is that like I know that Omen is holding straight, so I watch here so that to make sure that all corners are cleared. So I get that one guy down. Okay, so what I do here is like, okay, let's replay that again. I get a kill. So what I see a raise over here, and then I see a breach over here. So I just try to get a few taps on them, like just tag them a bit. But as you can see, my aim like falters there a bit. So like I started whiffing a bit. So usually, okay, for Jet's ability is quite versatile. There's smokes, have updrafts, have dashes. I think the dashes and the smokes are like the most are like the best abilities for you to use when you're playing Jet, because like when you're playing Jet, the dash is really good to either scout, because like you can just peek areas and then dash back in, or to like, yeah, for like basically here what I'm doing is I'm scouting and also trying not to get myself killed, because as you can see, because my aim wasn't really doing that well, I just use that to like scout an area and make sure and to see how many people are already on site and how many people that we need to take out. And here I can use my dash because like my aim wasn't that good. And we go back in. I wait for like all of us to come in and we all go in at the same time. So yeah, basically that's it, and we just push aside.
Oh,
We hear a raise ultimate, and then we are in the open. So I try to look for cover like somewhere over here, just to make sure. I don't know where she is. Okay, and then she already shot it, and then basically this last guy was AFK, and that's basically the round, I think. I don't think there was anything else to this map. Yeah, I don't think there was anything else. Okay, that was it. On to the next clip. So this clip right here on Haven. Okay, so what we did is we were trying to do a Sinatra wallbang. So what that is that Sinatra is a pro player. He likes to use this strategy a lot on garage doors. So when you have like an Odin or an Ares, for example, they have high penetration for the gun. You can shoot through mid doors because it wallbangs them. So what I was doing is I saw an enemy there, so I pinged it to make sure so I could shoot at that area. Yeah, basically essentially that's it. And then you just shoot at it. And if it doesn't kill within like a few like bullets, right, you just leave it, because like they're gonna just flank you from behind.
I saw a group.
So we just stopped. Then we went out and from here I used my ulti, and yeah, I mean I tried to get a few kills up here, doesn't work.
Maybe they.
And after that, we know they are pushing on A because one guy just got killed here really close, and then there's a Reyna Lear here. So you can tell it's going to probably be an A push, because whenever the Reyna follows up with her Lear, it's probably going to be an A push. I just use my ulti because like I don't think I could push into the side of my Odin, so I just use my ulti.
My friend.
I see one guy below. The guy gets killed, and then there's the last race over here. Okay, so basically on this attack right here, like I knew she had an ulti, but I also knew that if I close range her, I could just kill her way faster than she could load up her ulti. So I decided to push her instead.
There's a race there.
Because it's harder to like for that, because it takes time for the race thing to like pull out the race ultimate, and it's faster for me to just kill her. So I just did that, and we did a fluent kill, and that's basically it. That's basically the end of the round. Nothing much to it really. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so basically I think that's the end of my guide. Not really guide, but how my brain thinks when I am going to certain maps. This was for Haven. Next one I'll probably do Bind, or yeah, or some other maps, or Icebox. You never know. So yeah, that was my first video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.